Hello guys, welcome back once again to our YouTube channel. So in today's video I want to be guiding you guys through how you can actually start a little turkey farming business in your little space. So here in this our little space we have about 6 turkeys inside this particular space here. Normally we used to free range them, like we don't spend too much money on feeding, because you know turkey can stay with you for a very long period of time. So you tend to look for a way to cut and reduce the cost you are spending on their feeding, so that you can actually make some good amount of money when you start selling them. And you can sell one turkey for as high as 30,000 naira here in Nigeria. 30,000 naira is basically almost it should be somewhere about $40. Yes, so one turkey can sell for up to $40 here in Nigeria for a mature one. A turkey can get to maturity at 7 months. 7 months a turkey can get to maturity. Another thing you need to know is that if you are starting up a turkey farm, like if you are starting up a turkey farm for the first time and you want to start with day-old turkeys, like the day-old turkeys, the little ones, one thing you should know is that the turkeys cannot really eat on their own. Yes, the turkeys cannot really eat on their own when they are still very small. So there are some things you need to do so that they'll be able to eat. One of the things is that you need to buy some others little chicks, some little chicks, little baby chicks, like chicken, the little ones. Then you add it to the turkeys. Then this chicken is going to help the turkeys to eat, whereby if the chicken are eating, the turkey will also eat too, will also join them to eat. So if you just put only the turkeys inside the pen and just put them food there in their feeding trough or their feeders, they might not really eat it. But if you add them with some chicken inside there, they will eat it very well, because as the chicken are eating, the turkey will also struggle for food and also be eating too. So when you want to start a turkey farm, especially when you are starting with a day old, you need to buy them with chicken too, little baby chicken, so that the chicken will help them to be eating very well. So another thing you need to know is that when your turkey wants to hatch her eggs, like if your turkey have started laying their eggs and wants to hatch, after the turkey have hatched her eggs, you need to separate the little babies from the turkey. Yes, because turkeys are not really good mothers. Because if you leave those kids with her, she might hatch 10 eggs, and you might, after like 2 to 3 weeks, you might be getting like 2 or 3 eggs, because or 2 or 3 chicks, because those turkeys are not really good mothers. So you need to separate the kids from her. And once she has hatched her eggs, you need to separate the kids. Either you start brooding them inside a place that maybe is warm enough and put charcoal pot for them so that they will not feel too much cold. You start brooding them there, then start feeding the little chicks, because if you leave them with their mothers are not really good mothers. They might not really know how to take care of them very well. So I would advise, if your turkey hatched her eggs, you should just separate her kids from her and start brooding them in a particular pen, in a different cage. That way the turkey will start getting preparation to start laying again. Yes, so it's better you just separate them. As you can see, our turkeys have already started laying some of their eggs. There's one egg down there. I don't know if you guys can see it really well. There's one egg down there. Our turkey already started laying their eggs. As you guys can see, there's an egg somewhere there. Yes, so there's an egg there. And most times if you leave that egg for them, they might end up cracking the eggs, because these turkeys sometimes they can be really funny. They might end up cracking the eggs and drinking the contents of the egg. So most times if it lay a egg like that, I like picking it up, or I will just put a place for them that maybe something like a tire inside, that they will go and lay there, so that they will start hatching in that particular place. Yes, so another thing you need to know is that the turkey get to maturity at 7 months. So at 7 months, a female turkey can start laying eggs from 7 months, from day old to 7 months. Turkeys are really big birds, so they get mature at 7 months. So you might not really want to spend much. Like you might say, okay, you don't want to get medications for them. You might use stuff like maybe your bitter leaf, your papaya leaf, some organic medication. Most times I bring bitter leaf, I just hang it here, and they'll just start eating it, and they'll start eating it, and I'll just take out the scraps of the rest of the thing. That way I've given them medication for that particular month. So that's how I used to do it. So you might decide that, okay, you don't want to give your turkey normal medication based on maybe you don't want to spend too much. Yes, you can just put them in, and you might even allow them to free range. You might allow your turkeys to free range, and you will not be spending too much money on their feeding. So your turkey can always free range and eat maybe the little food you have around the area and all of that. So another thing you need to know is that not all turkeys cover their eggs. Yes, not all turkeys cover their eggs. We have the local turkeys and we have the foreign turkeys. So for the foreign turkeys, they don't cover their eggs, they don't hatch their eggs. But for the local ones, they hatch their eggs. But not all local ones too hatch their eggs. Yes, so but the local turkeys hatch their eggs. Mostly when I pick up my turkey eggs, there's a lot of things I like doing with it. Like I'll take it to my native hen. Like I have native hen that used to cover an egg. I'll take it to my native hen. Then I'll put the turkey egg inside the egg of the native hen. Maybe the native hen laid like 4 eggs. I'm going to swap out the 4 eggs of the native hen and put in the 4 eggs of my turkeys. That way the native hen will cover on the egg till up to 28 days, because turkey eggs can hatch from day 1 to day 28 to day 30. So if you don't change out all the eggs of the native hen and maybe you leave one, the native hen egg used to hatch at 21 days. So when one that native hen egg hatches, the native hen is going to go out. So you need to change all the eggs of the native hen. That way that native hen will stay there till at least 1 or 2 of those eggs hatch. Then she's going to go out. So by God's grace, out of that 4 eggs you might get up to 3 that might hatch. Then your turkey egg just hatch. But not for the foreign ones. These are for the local turkey eggs that I'm talking about. So another thing you need to know is that turkeys eat a lot. Yes, turkeys eat a lot. I just have like 6 of them here, but when I put in the food inside these feeders, it doesn't even last them for a long time. Yes, and most times I just allow them to go outside and free range, eat some of the stuffs we have around. Yeah, because we don't want to spend too much money on them. As you guys know, if you spend too much, you will not be getting too much income after the end of the year, because most times we keep our turkeys for space of 1 year. That's the space where we keep our turkeys. Then we can now sell them. We sell one for like 25k, 30k during December festive period. At this period, people buy turkey at very high price, so you can put your price up there and people will still pay for it and take it. And another thing you need to know is that the male turkeys are always bigger than the females. The males are always bigger and heavier than the females. So if you have male turkey, those ones will be more expensive than the female turkey. So you can make good amount of money from turkey farming. You can just consider starting up little farm like this. Our pen here, let me just show you guys around how this our pen actually looks. So you are going to get the whole view of it. So you can see it's not really a really big setup that way, but as you guys can see, it's something that's a bit okay. Yes, that we are using to run it. So this is the overall look of how their pen is. Yes, this is how they look. As you guys can see, the turkeys are in there, and we already have 1 egg. We already picked 2 eggs this morning. Here there are 4 females and 1 male. So we picked 2 eggs this morning, and it has already dropped another 1 egg. And also you can also be selling these eggs, these turkey eggs. You can still be selling it. Most times we sell each of them for 150. So most times you can also be selling it if you wish to. It's all your choice. So that's how we are going to do it. So let me show you guys the look of this our pen, so that you can see what we are talking about. So this is how the pen looks. This is how the pen looks. And here is one of our local chickens that have already covered on our egg. Yes, so this local chicken is covering on some local eggs right now, and it will soon hatch. Once the chicken hatches, we'll have like 3 turkeys in there, because we put in 3 turkey eggs for her. That's what she's covering in that egg. In that under her is the 3 turkey eggs. So this is how the overall pen looks for the turkey. Then we also have some day-old chicks we put, but currently a lot of them are bigger now. So yes, they are bigger now, as you guys can see. And let me go from the up so that you can see what I'm actually talking about. You guys can see this is what we have here now. So we are doing in a small scale, but we are making some good amounts. Yes, so this is our turkey pen here. Our turkey pen is this other one here. This is how our turkey pen actually looks. So after like 7 to 8 months, our turkey start hatching. Our turkey are going to start hatching their eggs. So after our turkey start laying, I'm going to leave them to hatch the egg because they just started laying not too long ago. Yeah, so that's why we just gave some of the eggs to the local chickens to test and see how it's going to be. So very soon we are going to leave their eggs for them to hatch. As you can see, this one is already bending down. That's a sign that she's on heat, that she wants to mate. Yes, so that's how we do it here in our farm. Little by little we are pushing. So I hope you guys have learned something from our channel. If you have learned something from our channel today, please do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn on the bell notification, and also like this video so that YouTube can recommend this video to more people. You can also consider sharing it to more audience on other social media platforms. Thank you for watching this video. Do have a nice day. Bye.